Hey guys, I wanted to check in. If you hear Amber grunting, she's fine. She's been sitting here grunting at me. She's just old. I literally rolled out of bed. I don't think I brushed my hair. I took Jackson to school. I got some messages on Instagram. I wasn't going to come back till after my biopsy, but I got some messages on Instagram asking if I was okay, and like one of them said, like, I don't use Instagram regularly, but you didn't come back to YouTube after you talked about that biopsy stuff, and so I worried. So I appreciate that, but I am fine, you guys. So I will get into like a more, I don't want to like make a video about this till I have some kind of diagnosis, you know what I mean? So that's why, I didn't say more, but I have my biopsy stuff on Monday. I did the weekend video, and then I was going to do my vlog. But Jackson, we went and saw Mario like Wednesday or Thursday before Easter. And it was really good. I highly recommend it. It's such a good movie. And then he got some upper respiratory virus thing, and he's already having like issues with his asthma. And then I got whatever he has, which is rare. I don't usually get sick. I ended up getting it. He got better fast. I think I was stopped being, because I think the last fever I had was, I don't remember, but by Easter I was pretty positive I wasn't contagious anymore, but I still felt run down like crap. I still do. It's like all week I have not really been that productive and just like done a little bit at a time, which is like, this is the worst week for it. Like right now, after I finish this and get it up to you guys, I've got to finish this list for Jackson's teacher. So as like the room mom, she asked me to delegate students to chaperones for the field trip tomorrow, which I'm going on. I'll be at Jackson's with his field trip with his class all day tomorrow. And then I've got to drop him with Justin, and I have to leave town it's not that far, but I have to leave for Blue, which is adult leadership training for camping. So they're training me to take kids camping, which I've already done, but not as like, I've done it as a leader, but you can't, as a pack or a den when they're old enough, you can't take them unless you have a Blue trained leader. And since we're losing with our AOLs, which is Arrow of Light, they moved on, we're losing a lot of our balloon trained leaders. So I'm getting the training, so is two of the other leaders, so that we can take over those positions for camping, and that we have plenty in case one of us can't go, someone else can. So that is this weekend. So I literally drop him off tomorrow with Justin, then I leave for that, and it's like I'm supposed to check in by 5:30, and then from 5:30 till 10 o'clock at night, we're training. And I still have to load my car with all my camping gear and pack my bag, because I'm not going to have time. Like, I'm literally going to have to drop Jackson and book it after that field trip. And then Saturday is like wake ups at 6:30, and then we go till 8 o'clock at night. Then we can take our camp stuff down, like take your tents down and all that, and then go home. So I'll be getting home very late Saturday night, and then I'll have Sunday free, and then Monday is my biopsy, which I kind of, when they scheduled that, was like, oh god, I was hoping I had a couple days, but it actually works out, because then everything is just kind of over, and then all I really have to focus on is the awards coming up and my normal scout stuff, and I've completed everything leadership wise of this chaos, and I can focus on Jackson's birthday party, which I've got to make the invitations today to get out. But like this most chaotic point, I feel like, will be past. I'm sure there's many more to come in life, but I wanted to just hop on here, like I said, and tell you guys that I'm okay. Like, I could not have my procedure yet, because what they did is they gave me really high dose progesterone for 12 days. And that was to cause a major bleed and kind of clean out, so that they're getting as fresh as possible a look in there when they put the camera and stuff through my cervix. And everything's kind of, and then they're going to flush it, take some cells from that, and then they're also going to biopsy my uterus. So that's planned now for Monday, because they had to wait till it started bleeding, which was yesterday. So now I finally know, and nothing happened. I'm fine. You guys see I'm active on Instagram. But I've just been like sick, and Jackson was sick, and I just, there's nothing to really blog. And also when he's sick, that's what I'm going to focus on, not YouTube. So I'm perfectly fine. If you've ever had a biopsy of your uterus, though, please let me know like how it went, because I really have a high pain tolerance. I had a LEAP in high school, which is where they biopsy your cervix, and they said, oh, it's not painful, there's just pressure. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, this is painful. What are you talking about? It's not painful. Because there's this misconception that we don't have any kind of nerve endings and stuff in those parts of our body, but research is starting to show that that's a misconception, especially the cervix. So I don't want to say I wasn't as bad as, but like I wasn't okay. Like I was painful. I have a high pain tolerance, and it is painful. My roommate in college had it done probably like a year and a half after me, and I was like, well, this is why it was really painful. But she said that she was screaming and she almost passed out, and I wasn't quite to that, but I've heard that, and like I said, I have a high pain tolerance, and a lot of women say it's extremely painful, and they don't give us anything for that. So now I'm anxious as, I'm not going to say the word because YouTube's so sensitive. I'm anxious as you know what, and I don't know what to expect. I am, because they haven't scheduled the time, they've just given me the day. I am going to ask what options there are for like pain, because basically they're going to be, which I have gone through a lot of stuff with infertility, like where they flushed my tubes and all that stuff, where they had to go through my cervix. They had to go through my cervix for IUI. It's like, it's not comfortable. I have a really TMI, a cervix that's really deep and high or whatever. So like, it's a struggle to even get to my cervix usually. But like just going through the cervix is not pleasant. So you have to put a camera through my cervix and flush everything, and then they're going to take biopsies. And then what I've read so far, from what I've read, is the most painful part is pulling the biopsied parts of the uterus back through your cervix. So I don't know. I'm just so anxious, but it needs to be done, and I'm hoping we have answers so that the stuff that I've had going on with like my reproductive system and my body, like we can find an answer to it. But yeah, I just wanted to check in and let you guys know I'm fine, and I'll let you guys know how Monday goes. And once I have some kind of diagnosis, I feel like I can't sit down and really make a video of symptoms and what I've been going through for other women until I know what the problem is. I've been given several things that they think it is, right? But I don't even want to speak some of them because I've already been through like cancer before, and luckily mine was just at the beginning stages and was removed, and the tissue around it was removed, that part of my colon. But it's like, it, even thinking that I could possibly have it in another part of my body again is, I don't even want to speak it. Unfortunately, like one of the things they're concerned about. But until I know, I don't really think it's beneficial to sit down and give you guys any kind of like symptoms to look for or whatever, because I still don't know what it is yet. Just some ideas of what they're worried it could be. So anyways, that's my update. Also, when I come back, I'll show you guys the, I kind of added a hydration station to my coffee bar. Y'all know everyone's like obsessed with Stanley. This is not a Stanley, because I'll not spend $40 on a cup. This is the $14 Walmart knockoff. I will say, I don't love the closed handle. I have one that the handle comes here and stops. It's a Hydra Peak. I love that much more. For some reason, it's less bulky. What's crazy is people have a Stanley said that the Stanley is more bulky and heavier than this, which this is, it's not my favorite. I'll use this cup at home, but this is not a cup I would take out, like my Hydra Peak one or my Arctic. But I'll share all that with you guys in the video. Water Talk got me. As you know, I've always kind of used skinny syrups. I've talked about them a lot, especially in the beginning of my journey. I used them a lot. And I would use the Unicorn 4 years ago to flavor my water. Or I would use the A&W packets to flavor my water. These people on Water Talk are combining the skinny syrups and the flavor packets And I was like, ain't no way. So I started trying it, and it is good. So, and then I got some skinny syrups for my protein puddings that I've been making. So anyways, I'll share that with you guys when I come back. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all had a wonderful Easter, and I'll see you guys after my biopsy, because I don't think I'll be back before then. But anyways, see you guys then. Bye.